Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Media Wakeup. Today is Wednesday, October 9th, 2019, and here is your rundown of the entertainment, tech, and media biz stories to know as you start your day.
I haven't read a book since ninth grade when they made me, you don't raise your hand, but they call on you, a mocking to remember or whatever. Mockingbird to remember.
Right.
Yeah.
And yes, including the news that the NFL is about to redefine the term analyst, hiring the newly retired New England Patriots player Rob Gronkowski to join the announcer booth. So yes, Gronk will be giving his insight starting tomorrow night at the Pats-Giants game on Thursday Night Football. And hopefully he's well caffeinated. Today's Wake Up is brought to you by Devoción Coffee, the freshest coffee you will have today. Every week, Devoción FedExes their beans up from their headquarters in Columbia straight to their headquarters here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. So the coffee gets from the branch in Columbia to in your cup, oftentimes within as little as a 2-week time frame. They've got 4 locations here in New York, 2 in the East 20s, the headquarters there in Williamsburg, and a 4th location in downtown Brooklyn. And if you're not in New York City, they have a subscription program where they'll ship you as many bags of coffee as you like, as often as you like. Every week, every month, every 2 weeks, whatever you need. Go to devoción.com/Media Wakeup and get 10% off your first order today. That's Devoción, DEVOCION.com/Media Wakeup. Go check it out today. And now here are the morning's top stories. The Wall Street Journal reported that Lionsgate is looking at potentially spinning off its Starz business into a separate company as a way to lessen Lionsgate's debt load and hopefully unlock value in its shares, which basically have taken a beating this year. They're worth almost half as much as they were at the start of the year and are down almost 2/3 versus a year ago. Nothing is concrete and it's all exploratory at this point, but obviously having a continually depressed stock price is beginning to force the hand of Lionsgate execs. But I'm sure John Wick can clean all this up.
What do you need? Guns. Lots of guns.
Twitter announced it, quote, inadvertently gave some of its advertisers the email addresses and phone numbers that its users provided for security reasons. The info was given so advertisers could increase their ad targeting capability. How noble. Twitter said the policy was stopped 3 weeks ago. Facebook did something similar with users' email addresses in the past, which the Federal Trade Commission made it stop doing as part of the settlement and $5 billion fine it levied against Facebook for privacy violations last year. We'll see if this one raises any flags for Twitter at the FTC as well. Elsewhere over at Facebook, they've been accepting Donald Trump video ads that contain wildly unproven allegations against Joe Biden, ads that were rejected by TV networks like CNN, according to Business Insider. Although Facebook did reject taking a check from the Trump campaign for an ad that had a curse in it, so it's good to know the world's largest social media platform still has standards. And finally, the Motley Fool did a check-in on connected TV devices like Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. These devices are now in 65 million U.S. homes and keep inching closer to cable's roughly 80 million U.S. household subscriber count. However, Roku and Amazon pretty much dominate the market with a combined 70% domestic market share, with Roku still dominant by far. Now let's hit the media bites. We'll start off with a little deal news from Variety, who reported that Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds are teaming up to do a musical rendition of A Christmas Carol over at Apple, or Apple TV+. Seriously, can we get a shorter name? Although to note, Apple did not yet officially confirm the project. In great news for my fall gala season wardrobe, Rent the Runway says it's back to accepting customers, according to Recode. This is after an almost 2-week snafu at its warehouse, where a software upgrade went south and caused many customers to not get their orders on time or, well, at all. The company has a current valuation of $1 billion. Modern Luxury announced it's ending the publication of 2 of its high-end magazines, LA Confidential and the DC-focused Capital File. The now former print magazines will be digital only starting in 2020, according to the New York Post. The titles were both part of the once thriving Niche Media Company, along with Hamptons Magazine and Ocean Drive, all of which were acquired by Modern Luxury in 2017. In the executive suite, another departure over at Warner Media, as Michael Bloom, the head of Unscripted at TNT and TBS, has left the building. Although he's not going far, he signed a first-look production deal with Warner Media. SiriusXM has a new CMO. Denise Karkas has left her chief marketing job at TD Ameritrade to come lead marketing at the satellite radio company, and Pandora. Talent agency ICM announced this week that Spencer Baumgarten, the co-head of their motion picture department, had left the agency. And now Baumgarten is suing the agency for wrongful termination and defamation. In a plotline that sounds like it was ripped out of an Entourage episode, Baumgarten claims the head of ICM's HR department spread a rumor about him in August in which he allegedly left a dump on the floor of the bathroom. This was done in an effort to oust him from the company in the last year of his contract, according to Baumgarten, and the analysis of the claim in Deadline. So hey, this should be interesting. Switching gears, thankfully. Kudos to gymnast Simone Biles, who became the most awarded gymnast in history, collecting her 21st World Championship medal. Meanwhile, I still have trouble doing a cartwheel. In other sports-related news, or well, kinda sports, Bloomberg reports that Activision Blizzard has suspended an esports athlete, still not sure what to say here. Anyway, they suspended a guy who goes by the name Blitzchung from their upcoming Grandmasters esports competition because of his public support for the protesters in Hong Kong. Familiar theme this week, as yes, this echoes the headline from yesterday involving the NBA and China, and that Activision Blizzard makes a lot of money in Chinese gaming. So good to know American free speech is now getting an official price tag. And finally, speaking of doing it for the money, the Eagles announced they're embarking on another tour in 2020, this time playing their 1976 hit album Hotel California, bringing along a combined 77-person orchestra and choir. The tour will run from February through April of 2020, when presumably hell will freeze over again. That's a wrap for today. Remember, you can subscribe to our email at facebook.com/themediawakeup to get links to all stories mentioned here. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.